Hey guys, this is Emmanuel Berbari with Movie Hutt, and this is our second Weekly Hutt on the Movie Hutt channel, where we talk about all the latest buzz in the world of movies. To my left, our co-creators of the show, Antonio Ferme.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to thank everyone for the support with our new channel, and hopefully it will be great continuing forward.
And Tim Coventry.
Like he said, guys, I'm very excited how you responded to our first video, and I hope that we get the support we had in the first video going forward.
And a special guest feature. Last time you saw Matt Carney, this time you see Greg Black as our movie expert.
Hey guys, like I said, I'm Greg, and I'm actually a little disappointed because I wanted to talk about The Flash and The Walking Dead.
Zoom! We know who Zoom is.
I've been told movies only, but I'm still very happy to be on the show.
No Jar Jar jokes, so that's always a plus.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a little last time. Alright, let's jump right into today's moviegasms. Topic number one, Guardians of the Galaxy was destined to be a fail back in 2014, but ended up being one of Marvel's best movies to date. The sequel has begun shooting this week, and a bunch of information has arisen. We have Pom Klementieff, if I pronounced that right, confirmed as Mantis, along with Kurt Russell, Elizabeth Debicki, and Chris Sullivan. Gunn says fans will have to wait to find out who the remaining cast members will be, and we will also have an official synopsis of the movie, and here it is. Set to the all-new sonic backdrop of Awesome Mixtape number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 continues the team's adventures as they unravel the mystery of Peter Quill's true parentage. We also have a confirmation that there will be no appearance of Thanos and any Infinity Stones. Tim, what do you think of this?
Well, I mean, being that it's Marvel, and they lie a lot about people in their films, like something we're going to talk about later, but I think Thanos will be kind of a big role in it.
I'm kind of siding with what Marvel is saying.
Really?
So I think they have shown that Thanos is in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
I think they want to kind of pull him back.
Yeah.
So when he is revealed to be as great as a villain he is as in the comics and the movies and Infinity War, it's just going to blow people's minds. So they're kind of like hiding it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel both ways because they said that, but then at the same time, at the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy, they're like, oh, we defeated Ronan, let's go get Thanos. They're like,
it only makes sense that he would be in it, but maybe for a small clip, we don't know. We'll have
and
to
also,
wait and see.
we're going to get the Mantis.
Yes.
That's going to be cool to get a new Guardians member, expand upon the lore, and then Kurt Russell, I think Star-Lord's dad.
I hope.
Definitely.
Great insight, guys, but as you can see from my facial expression, it is so hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you guys will agree with that.
Yes.
Greg, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that this movie is definitely going to focus on Peter Quill's dad, Star-Lord's dad, a lot, so hey, hopefully he is his dad.
Yeah. And then the Collector's supposed to take the main villain slot, like from like right? I think so. And no Infinity Stones. I understand that. There's only 2 left. Yeah. We're gonna see one Doctor Strange most likely. And I think we'll see the Time one, the Time Infinity Stone in Infinity War Part 1.
Could be.
Yeah. But very good.
Topic number 2, it was assumed that Mark Ruffalo would appear in the new Marvel film Captain America Civil War until we were told by Marvel that he won't be the Hulk in Civil War, but in Thor Ragnarok. However, in an interview, Anthony Mackie, who plays the Falcon, was listing all the actors who acted great in Civil War, including Ruffalo. Antonio, what do you think of this?
Well, first of all, I just want to add to that, Anthony Mackie then confirmed that he slipped and that he's not going to be in there. But that's bullshit, honestly. Ooh, I cursed. I think that Marvel was like, what did you just do? You need to just take back what you
lawyers,
said.
that's their legal team.
Yeah, that's the same thing what happened when Zod said Doomsday was going to be in Batman v Superman. He's like, oh, that's not true. I was lying. Yeah. But guess what? He's going to be in it now that we saw him in the trailer.
So now, and they showed him that big reveal of a trailer. So the Marvel might be coming out with a trailer with the Hulk in it, possibly. I don't know if that's going to be true.
Well, maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure if the Hulk is going to be in it, but Bruce Banner is definitely going to be in it.
Yeah.
Do you think the Hulk is going to be in it?
No, because the way with the whole Civil War, how they're picking teams, you have Scarlet Witch on one team, and you have Vision on the other. So already both teams have their, I guess you could say they're juggernauts. They're very powerful heroes. So throwing Hulk in the mix,
that's why he's not in Civil War in the comics.
But if we do see him in Ragnarok, that'll get kind of a World War Hulk, Planet Hulk thing, which people have been hoping for a while.
That would be awesome.
Without having to pay for a solo movie.
Yeah.
They also announced that Martin Freeman's character will be Everett Ross. He's going to be a representative for Wakanda.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Everett Ross, do you think he'll be related to General Ross? The same last name.
Possibly.
I don't think it's a coincidence that they use.
I don't think it's a coincidence either. Apparently, it's a character from the comics, but I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna tie it in somehow. They change with the Ant-Man.
Yeah, and he's also
Iron
supposed to
Man
appear
and
in
Ultron.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
All right, topic number 3, guys. In the world of Marvel Fox movie news, Deadpool made
More money!
It has made over $235 million domestically and almost $500 million globally. Also, an X-Force movie is confirmed for the future by Simon Kinberg. The final Wolverine solo film has an anticipated R rating. What do you guys take from this?
I think that if they went down that road and put it as an R-rated Wolverine movie, I think people will like it. And seeing from the success from Deadpool, even though that's one movie, it's still in the X-Men universe. And obviously people want to see more of that. And now we're going to have to wait for another Deadpool movie, which isn't going to come out probably for the next year and a half, 2 years. So I think they would probably like to see a Wolverine, his final film as Wolverine, supposedly.
Hugh Jackman has been waiting for it since his original role.
And he would like it.
X-Men, the original X-Men movie.
So I think it would be perfect. It would be a perfect time to do that.
Yeah, and X-Force rated R2 would be great.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Of course.
Greg, what about you?
I don't know if I think an R rating is very good because Deadpool, it worked with Deadpool.
This is special.
Because Deadpool felt like more of a comedy than a comic book movie.
Of course.
It was, people didn't go because Deadpool. People went because, wow, this looked really funny. Of course, when people go Deadpool, the ones that read the comics and keep up with the universe, but Wolverine, he does have his funny moments, but he's not mainly like a comedic character.
No.
So, I mean, maybe people that are appealed to maybe the more brutal aspect of Deadpool, the whole gore would be go, but I think it would make more money with the PG-13. Right?
It would make money.
Yeah, most definitely, but I think that they might as well take a risk because it's his last movie, and you never know.
I mean, the other two weren't very good.
No, they were not.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, no, just put that aside.
All right, guys. Hutt number 4, the sequel to the science fiction classic film Blade Runner, will be released in January 2018, just about the time of Transformers 5. Original star Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling are set to star. What do you guys think of that?
Well, I know that Antonio didn't see it. Greg, did you see Blade Runner?
I did not see Blade Runner, but I've heard only the best from it.
It's great, and especially like when you have two mainstream actors like Harrison Ford or Ryan Gosling, you can never tell how good that would go and how the chemistry would be. It was perfect in Blade Runner, and I'm so happy it's coming for a sequel. I just don't know if it will live up to its standards with its first film, comparatively with like other movies. I mean, comedies such as Anchorman 2 was okay, but then again, it could still be a lot better, but you never know.
You always go to Anchorman 2.
I know.
But Anchorman 2 was like decent.
It was decent.
There's so many worse examples.
I mean, some movies definitely pull off the sequel being as good or better. A perfect example, Godfather.
Definitely.
Great movie. Godfather 2. Some think it's even better.
Empire Strikes Back.
I think
exactly.
Yeah, I think Blade Runner might have a chance. I think it could be.
Yeah, but it came out, what, 25 years ago?
Yes, but think about
people
all
are going to be more
CGI.
nostalgic about it.
Yeah.
They're gonna,
Some people.
I think
Like,
they're going to
most of our generation probably.
People are going to think it can never be as good as
As long as the whole 25 years thing, they don't come near Dumb and Dumber 2. Yeah, they don't.
Have you ever heard of the movie Blade Runner before?
Yes.
Okay, you have.
I just haven't seen it.
Okay. He's heard of it at least.
I've heard of it.
It's worrying me because, well, it's not worrying me, I've never seen the movie, but usually in Hollywood, like, their sequels, it's not going to be living up. And a lot of the times, like, what they've been doing, like, I hate the bash on it, Star Wars The Force Awakens took a lot of parallels from the classic trilogy. Blade Runner 2 could just be, like, almost the exact same movie, but the return of Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling, kind of taking parallels on the story arc and stuff like that.
Like, I'm not an expert on Blade Runner, but they're definitely going to take a lot of cues from the first movie.
To make it feel like, oh, Blade Runner's back.
Because they're going to want to appeal to the people that have seen it and newcomers like myself.
Yeah.
Exactly, but I think it'll be, honestly, with today's CGI and the way that combat works in movies now, the stunts, everything.
CGI is good when the people use it in the right way.
Hey, Avatar.
Fantastic.
People didn't like the movie so much, but the CGI was amazing. That's why it's still sitting at #1, and I just kind of want to take that down and put Star Wars: The Force Awakens up there. But I can't.
You're so close.
I really don't get how it got so high. It was just after we get it had such a...
James Cameron, because he kept hyping the movie up, and it worked.
In our final movie, Hutt, Batman vs. Superman comes out in exactly 1 month, and we had to throw this in just because it's such important news.
I'm excited about that.
It's 1 month from today, and it has been announced that the director's cut of the movie is being rated R. and apparently it has nothing to do with Deadpool.
Apparently.
Deadpool.
Also, the runtime has been confirmed to be 2 hours and 31 minutes. The tickets are also for sale on February 29th, so make sure you go out and buy some tickets.
We will.
Now, just a clarification: the director's cut is only going to be sold, as I heard, on Blu-ray for now. So that's where you're going to get it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be in theaters.
All right, so putting all this news in
not in
perspective,
theaters.
what would you guys take from this news?
It's not going to be in theaters. It's on Blu-ray.
Yeah, honestly, I think Batman v Superman has a possibility to be great, but it also has a possibility to do terrible. And if it does terrible, their whole idea of the Justice League will fail.
I mean, we talked about it last
good,
show.
yeah.
What's your input on Batman versus Superman?
Well, I am one of the very few people that actually very much enjoyed Man of Steel. I know people were angry where they went with the character. Of course, killing Zod was it just had huge backlash. But as a movie, I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun going to that movie. If they could replicate what they did for me in Man of Steel with intense action scenes, there wasn't a lot of like shaky cam in the movie, but like more like widescreen action
it wasn't
shots.
horrible. It wasn't.
But if they could replicate some of the fun that was in that movie, which there was very little, but if they have to make it appeal to a wide audience, because this could be like the movie of this generation, like Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
It's every little kid's
But
dream.
the thing is, it's not Batman versus Superman. It's Batman versus Superman with Wonder Woman, Doomsday, Lex Luthor, and everything in the mix, and it kind of worries me.
this could be.
And also, it's not
another
gonna be fun.
Avatar.
Might not be fun at all.
It could be
It looks
another
very
Avatar.
dark. Like
It could be.
I know.
very, very dark. Like,
I just keep thinking like the fact that people are hyping it and people are excited for it, it could just rise up those box office charts. But we won't know until we see it. And again, people don't really care at this day and age.
and about the
critics
R-rated,
sometimes.
the R-rated like director's cut. Of course, it's because of Deadpool.
Yeah.
They literally announced it right after Deadpool's making all this money, and they're like, all right, you know what? We're making a director's cut. We're making R-rated with all that footage
but
that we
now with
shot.
the day and age of pirating, I mean, no one's gonna buy like Blu-rays. Some people may, but people are gonna
I
pirate.
don't buy
hardcore
Blu-rays.
fans.
I don't have a
Yeah,
Blu-ray
definitely,
disc at my
right.
house.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't buy.
I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray. I'm not gonna pirate, but
I'm not gonna pirate. I might just buy it on Google Play. Yeah.
Well, it should be interesting to speculate up until the day that movie's released, Batman vs. Superman. Thank you for tuning in to our second edition of the Weekly Hutt. Like, subscribe, comment below. We got some good support on the first
Yeah,
Movie Hutt, and we appreciate that. So continue to tune in, continue to like, subscribe, comment. All of our social media handles are posted in the listed descriptions. Antonio has a quick shout out to give.
Oh, that's right. Shout out to the Cinebros at Movie House Maniacs and Craig Yalkin. You guys told us to make this. I know
very
them
nice
from
of them.
Movie Pilot, and I was
Yeah,
asking them on Facebook and stuff like that, should I go for it? And yeah, just go for it.
And they shout us out.
And they shouted us out, and apparently I am a candle seller. Apparently, when he saw my name, he thought it was a candle seller.
Antonio
I was
Yeah.
quite interested when I
I didn't get it, but I like the randomness. But for Greg Black, Tim Coventry, and Antonio Ferme, I'm Emmanuel Berbari with Movie Hutt saying so long. See you next time.
see you later, guys.